Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about a topic release planning in Scrum. Friend, let me tell you that it's a very easy topic to understand, and today we will discuss and try to understand in deep that what is release planning in Scrum and how what is the purpose and how we can do the release planning. So we will discuss different topics and different terminologies which are very common in Scrum and project management implementation methodology. So today we will discuss this topic in detail. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well. So let's start. Release planning in Scrum. Friend, first of all, I would like to ask that what is Scrum from you? What is Scrum? Friend, Scrum is a project implementation methodology which is based on iterative or agile based approach in which we divide the work in sprints. For example, let's assume that you have to deliver e-commerce solution, website to your customer, and assume there are 40 tasks. If it is a waterfall model, in waterfall model what we will do that we will plan, then develop, then test, and then deliver it to customer. This is the normal waterfall approach. However, in the Scrum framework, what we do that we divide the work in chunks. For example, if there are 40 tasks, what we do that we can make 4 sprints, and each sprint will contain 10 tasks. So in each sprint, what we'll do, like we will plan, develop, test, and deliver it to customer. Then in sprint 2, same exercise will repeat. In sprint 3, same exercise will repeat. In sprint 4, the same exercise will repeat. Then what is the difference between the Scrum based approach and the waterfall approach? The Scrum approach is that the customer will get the feedback or output at a very early stage. He will be getting the deliverable at a very early stage. So it's a peace of mind, and as a vendor, you as a software house, you are also getting the feedback of customer at a very early stage. So this is a peace of mind for you as well, because if there's any mistake, if there is any modification needed, so you can get it at a very early stage. Now coming towards our main topic, release planning in Scrum. Friend, release planning means that if you have to deliver for example 10 tasks in a sprint means normally 3 to 4 weeks time period. Sprint is a time box, means that for example you can say 4 weeks time period or 3 weeks time period. There is no specific, you can't say that definitely should have to be a 4 weeks. It can be a 3 weeks, it can be a 2 weeks, it depends on you. But basically it's a time duration, it's a time week time duration in a month, like 3 to 4 weeks generally time period in which we have to deliver the task to customer. So now release planning means that what we do from the product backlog, the Scrum core team decide that these are the tasks which we will complete and deliver it to customer. Release means deliver it to customer. Now Scrum core team means the core team means like developer, designers, QA, Scrum master, product owner. So the Scrum if we talk only about a Scrum team, it only contains the developer, designer, QA, and the IT team, etc. The Scrum master is a person who has the good knowledge about the Scrum procedures, and he will be guiding the team regarding the Scrum procedures. And if there is any help or if there is any facilitation required from a Scrum master, then it is the responsibility of a Scrum master to provide it. Product owner is a person who has the vision of the overall product. He is the voice of customer, and he has the clear understanding of the product backlog. Product backlog is a requirement document, you can say. It has all the requirements which customer wants, and product owner is a person who is a voice of customer and he has the complete product backlog, means complete requirements of the product which needs to be developed. Now the release planning means friend, that the core team will decide that these stories, these requirements, story means requirement, user requirement. So these stories we will complete in these sprints and we will deliver it to customer. So release planning, you can say, in general sense, in a very common sense, you can say go live planning. So you can say, so if there are 40 tasks to deliver to customers, so you can plan, like for example 10 tasks we will deliver in first month, and remaining in the second month, and after that the remaining will be delivered in the third month. So it is you can say a go live planning, or it is a planning to deliver the task to customer. So release planning means the planning to deliver the task, to deliver the task functionality of product to customer. So this is called the release planning schedule. In general sense, or in a very common sense, you can imagine, you can recognize it as a go live planning, that how when we will deliver the task to customer. So it is the purpose of this planning is that your mind should be clear that how you will release the things, how you will deliver the functionality to customer, and customer expectation will also be set, because he knows that when he will be getting the which things. Now I just want to show you a very simple release plan. Release, for example, just see that this is the story means a requirement, just simple requirement. Just remember, the story means user requirement, and estimation means that three, this is the estimation points, three estimation points. Now release goal is that first we will first release will depend, we will release the product when the user will be able to register, sign in and sign out. First thing will be delivered to customer. Then next release will contain that user can successfully purchase item from the e-commerce site, and the third release will be delivering remaining task after that. Okay, so this is the release goals. Now first release, that first release stories, which are the user requirement, it will contain only it will contain 6 to 510 from here, 6 to 510, and estimation is 8 point. How it will become, like 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, so it will become 8 points. Remember one thing, if you are want to know that how it's calculating, story point mean it is the team will provide or decide the story points. It is a estimation technique. Normally in a waterfall model, project manager is responsible to do the estimation. However, in the Scrum, the core team is responsible to do the estimation. So 8 points means the relatively 3 points means it is more difficult, 2 point mean that it is less difficult. So story point is a thing, it is a estimation thing which is done by core team, and we decide at the core team decide the story points, estimation of the story based on that how much it is relevant, difficult to other stories. For example, if the story point of this story is 3, so that means that it is more difficult than this one, this one and this one. So that's why it is it is having 3 points. That means that if we talk about 6 to 510, so 3, it is having the user story point is 3, so that means it is the most difficult one, most time consuming story. Now estimation divided by velocity, that means 8 points divided by 3. 8 is coming from here, 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. So 3 plus 2 5 plus 1 6 plus 2 8. So total user story points are 8. Divide by 3. Divide by 3, why? Because velocity means the how much story points you are delivering in each sprint. Are you getting my point? So velocity is a point that how much you are getting, how much story points you are delivering in each sprint. So 8 divided by 3 sprints. So that means that 6 to 510 will be complete in the 3 sprints. Similarly, the second release, if you same like 1 3 4 9, here it will contain the second release. So similarly it will contain 15 points. If you calculate it from here, it will contain 15 point. 15 divided by 3, so it will be 5 sprints. It will require 5 sprints. How velocity means the story points which we are delivering in a sprint. Okay, it is the speed, it is the work, it is the story points which you are where the core team is delivering in each sprint. Third release means that remaining stories like 7 and 8. So if you see from here, 7 and 8, so it is 1 plus 3 3, and the velocity is 3, so 3 divided by 3, it means 1 sprint. So you will provide it in the 1 sprint. So friend, are you with me? Let me explain it again to you. Sprint first we release contains 6 to 5 10. The dividing or calculation I have already explained to you. If the first release contains 6 to 5 10 IDs of user stories, so it will require 3 sprints. The second release will contain 1 3 4 9. It will contain release 2 and it will require 5 sprints. Third release will have 7 and 8 IDs of stories and it will require only 1 sprint. So this is the release planning, that how we will be delivering the things. For example, if your sprint contains let's assume that 2 weeks is your sprint, so that means in 6 weeks you will complete the first release. In the 10 weeks you will complete the second release, and in the 2 weeks you will complete the third release. Are you with me? Are you getting my point, that how I'm calculating all these things? So this is the methodology, this is the approach of release planning which we used in Scrum. So I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side.